Yeah, what's happening, people? It's your boy. And I'm bringing you guys episode 1 of High School Tips with DYB, bitch. Now guys, as I'm sure you are all able to assume at this point, it's hard for a man of my physical and emotional stature to always find time to spend with the ladies when I had things such as schoolwork getting in my way. So today, the Prince of Pussy Pounding Pain, I am here to share with you guys my formula to optimize your grades and optimize your free time with as little effort as possible. Now, first of all, I think it should go without saying, you need to take good notes, whether it's on what's being taught in class or on assigned reading. Good notes is pretty much the backbone of this entire process. And by taking good notes, I mean really focus on the key points and the points that your teacher is stressing. Make sure to ask good questions and, learn from her responses, because it's those things that are going to end up on tests or quizzes or, outline questions, whatever it's going to end up being. So focus on those things and make sure to take detailed notes on the key points and, don't waste so much time filling up the useless information. Now, when it comes to assigned reading, whether it's, in a textbook or a novel or whatever it may be, pay attention to the questions that your teacher's asking. Those are going to be the big questions that she's having on tests or quizzes. Now, obviously there's going to be a lot of group discussion, and you can get away with not even having to read the book if you listen to the discussion and the answers that your classmates and your teachers are throwing around. I can honestly tell you guys, throughout all of high school, I only read maybe 1 or 2 books, because the rest of the time I just paid attention to what everyone was saying, and I didn't need to do the reading because I was already getting the answers, and I would take good notes on what people were saying, so when it came time for the test, I could just review that, and I didn't need to waste time reading through a whole chapter. Now, if there are no group discussions or any chance for, the class to discuss and for you to glean from that information, honestly, SparkNotes is a great resource. Now, obviously, you can't go on there and start printing out manuscripts and expect to hand that in, but it's really good for reviewing. There's always good summaries, good character summaries, and it's just a really good source of information if you just need some quick facts or you just need to brush up on a few things. Also, guys, optimize your homework time. Get stuff done in class. Now, I know for me, almost every year, my math teachers and my science teachers would have a syllabus or have something written up on the board, so we would always know when our homework was done in advance. Do that while you're in class. You're most likely already going to have your textbook with you anyways. You're going to have other classmates that you can work with. Do it in class. That way, when you're done for the day, when you go home, you don't have to waste your free time doing that. Say you finish lunch early, do your homework then. When you have a study hall, although it is tempting to just sit there and talk with your friends, get your work done. Honestly, I cannot tell you how many times I would be days and days ahead of the rest of the class because, I hate having homework, so I would get it done so I wouldn't have to do it later, and that led to me, being able to hang out with girls, play video games, do whatever it was I wanted to do. This is especially true if it's a class that you're already good at. Math is just something I've naturally been good at, so rather than just sitting in class listening to a boring lecture, I would just get the homework done, and it'd be out of the way, you know what I'm saying? It's just more free time for you. Now, in conjunction with the whole homework thing, you got to be able to prioritize the homework you're doing. If there's 2 assignments, they're both going to take the same amount of time, but one's worth much more, substantially in the long run to a grade in one class, and the other one not so much, then obviously the rational person would go for the grade that's going to cause a bigger impact on their grade. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure when it comes to homework, if you cannot get everything done, at least focus on the most crucial elements. And, if that means spending time on a few smaller things to make up for one big grade, then go for that. Just spend your time in the wisest way possible to maximize your grade over a longer period of time. Alright guys, now we're getting to the biggie, the tests and the quizzes. Now, if you've been following everything else up until this point, then this should be easy for you. Now, all you really need to do, you only need about a day or 2 before any test or quiz to review, generally, depending on the severity of it to your grade. But you only really need a day or 2 to review, and all you need to do is look at the key notes that you already jotted down. This is why you want them to be very concise and detailed and not, just full of useless information, so when you go back to review, you see the key points. This is why you want to take notes on the class discussions, because that these topics are going to be what is going to be in the tests. You're already going to have the answers to those. You're going to already know what your teacher's expecting. And you know what? Before a test, ask questions. You know, if no one else is going to ask, you ask yourself. Find out as much information you can about what is going to be on the test, because the more you know, the better grades you're going to be able to get, and the less time you're going to have to spend studying to get those good grades. Well guys, thanks so much for watching this video. It truly is an honor, and hopefully these tips will be able to help you guys maximize your A+s and minimize the amount of time you're going to have to spend getting those good grades. So guys, as always, keep it easy, keep it steezy, and most importantly, with all that free time, go get your D wet, son. Peace.